Hey gamers, Stogie here. Pay attention to that class setup. You are going to see me using that throughout the video. And this video is going to be about using the Overkill perk with the SVU. So you guys know up until this point I have only been using the SVU, trying to avoid all other guns, and haven't been running any secondary pistols or anything. Just recently I thought it might be interesting to try out an Overkill class setup and use some different tactics. So I will be talking about that throughout the gameplay here, and I would also like to give a shout out to my buddy Trust and Truth. Truth, as long as I've known him, has been a huge proponent of using the Overkill perk. I know he used it a lot in Modern Warfare 3 and a lot in Black Ops 2 here, so he uses it very, very well and was part of my inspiration to use this setup, so shout out to you, Truth. I will link his brother and his channel in the description below. You guys should check them out. They are both absolute beasts at Call of Duty. But anyway, back to the gameplay here. You can see already I've switched a couple times between my backup Vector and my SVU. And to make that switch really, really efficiently, I'm using fast hands here. So right here you can see I come around the corner here, pick up C, and then look towards gas station because that'd be their most likely spawn point. And I'm reloading in transition, and then I come in and head glitch and scope down these longer sight lines. You're going to see throughout the video that when I'm not in the longer sight lines, and I may be moving around the corridor between C and gas station, or between this tank and the corner over there, right there, look at that. Do you see how quickly I flipped with fast hands to the Vector and took that guy out? That enabled me to maintain my streak and continue moving towards this Lodestar goal. So the clips you're also seeing in this video are from two different games back to back. You're going to notice some dipshit with an LMG right there spinning around. He's on my team in one game and he's on the other team in another video, or in another part of this video. But just try to ignore him. There's nothing I could do. I still wanted to use the gameplay even though he was being a dipshit in it. So right here you're going to see I'm moving into the center of the map and looking down those longer sight lines with the SVU, and I'm trying to pick people off. And as I rotate around the map, like I said before, you're going to see I throw those trophy systems in strategic spots, and I throw them very efficiently and quickly. And right here, see I missed this guy. I know it's going to be close quarters, so I switch to the Vector and go after him. I'd like to see what you guys think in terms of whether the Overkill class with a sniper is worth it, or what kind of setup would you use Overkill with. I know a lot of people like to not use Overkill. I would say it's probably the least used perk in this game outside of maybe awareness, because it doesn't really function the way it should. But I think that the pistols are so strong in this game that you could make a case for not using Overkill ever. Now, from my standpoint, I think the combination of fast hands and using the Overkill perk to get a primary as your second weapon might be overkill in this game, no pun intended, because when you have that fast hands perk on, you can kill someone and pick up their weapon really, really quickly. And that's, you know, that's saving you what you would put as your backup weapon and using the Overkill perk. So that's 2 points that you could spend somewhere else in your pick 10, and you know, you're not, the only downside is you're not guaranteed what you're going to pick up. See, I wanted to have a reliable SMG as my backup. You could be killing guys and picking up other sniper rifles or other LMGs. There's no guarantee that you're going to get the gun you want. So I guess that's the upside to using Overkill, but there is a downside, so I want to make sure I mention that. Let me know what you guys think about that, and if you guys are primarily snipers, because you know that I'm not, let me know what your best Overkill setups are with a sniper. A lot of people I know prefer to go with a sniper and a shotty. I know that Truth does that a lot. He rolls with a shotty as his backup because he's figuring the only time he's going to switch is in extreme close quarter situation, and something like the R870 is absolutely a beast in extreme close quarters. So that's actually a really smart decision. See, for me, I wanted something that was more mid-range to close range, so the Vector does really, really good in both of those situations. And ultimately, for me, it came down to a comfort factor. So I just felt a lot more comfortable using the Vector because I'm better with SMGs than I am with shotties. Here you're going to see me rotate around gas station, and I'm getting close to the end of this commentary. And right now I'm just trying to stay alive, and I see that guy on the mini-map whip around with fast hands and take him out with the Vector again. So that's probably, what, the third time you've seen that in this commentary? But I'm just trying to stay alive to get my lodestar because I got those higher streaks on. And that's another thing that I think that Overkill gives you in this instance. It gives you the versatility of staying alive in different situations where you may struggle. So in close quarters, like right here, I might have had to use that SVU, but because I'm running Overkill and I have a Vector as my backup, I don't have to. So right here you're going to see I reap the rewards of running that Overkill class setup.
All flags secured. Maintain current posture. Stealth chopper inbound. Lodestar inbound. Friendly Lodestar inbound. UAV inbound.
Relay to Jock, updated timeline.
Losing Bravo. Losing Charlie.
Thanks for watching, dudes. I will talk to you guys later.